Hi, Corinne. Sloane. This is the second half of chapter 2. So they were making postcards from China. So we send one postcard to Justin's father, who got a new job and has to live alone in Alabama. Justin, Danny, and his mother are staying here in New Jersey until their house gets sold. That's taking a long time. Secretly, I'm glad. Sometimes Justin gets a little sad. I'm not glad about that. I know how Justin feels about missing his father. When my parents got a divorce, my dad moved far away to another country, so I never get to see him, and he hardly ever calls. Justin's lucky, though. His father comes home some weekends, and he gets to talk to him a lot on the phone. And even though Justin misses his dad, I keep my fingers crossed a lot of the time, hoping no one buys their house and that Justin's father, Mr. Daniels, gets a job here and moves back again, instead of Justin and his mom and brother moving to Alabama. At the other end of the table, Jimmy Russell and Bobby Clifford are fighting. "Listen, Tuna Head, I need the brown crayon," and Jimmy tugs at Bobby's sleeve. "I've asked you for it 47 times. "And 47 times I've told you that I still need it, rat rear." And Bobby keeps using the crayon. "Why don't you just use the other color?" "Because I need brown." Jimmy throws down a blue crayon. Jimmy and Bobby have been fighting since preschool. You know what? My brothers' names were Jimmy and Bobby, and they used to fight a lot. Mr. Cohen has told them to grow out of it, but they haven't. "Brown! I need brown," Jimmy repeats, and Bobby crosses his eyes, sticks out his tongue, and clutches the brown crayon to his chest. "Doofus!" Jimmy wriggles his ears. "If you need a brown crayon," Bobby points to me, "why don't you use the top of her head? She's amber brown." I stare at Bobby. "Amber brown is not a crayon. Amber brown is a person." And the two boys laugh. I, Amber Brown, am so sick of people teasing me about my name. When I was younger, I used to wish that my parents had given me a normal name like Jennifer or Tiffany or Chelsea. You know what, Sloane? Your mom didn't like her name when she was a little kid, but now she likes it. But Amber Brown says, "Now, though, I really like my name, but I still have to put up with goofballs teasing me about it." Mr. Cohen flicks the lights on and off. "Lunchtime in China, clear the desks," and everyone quickly cleans up. I see Bobby put the brown crayon in his pocket for later. In walk Mrs. Armitage, Mr. Burton, and Mrs. Hopkins. The classroom parents committee brings in Chinese takeout food, and we start eating in China, not on China, because we're using paper plates. So the country China is a capital C, but the kind of China that are China plates is a lowercase c. I, Amber Brown, am not very good with chopsticks. I use mine to spear the food and then use a fork for the rice. After we finish eating, Justin and I fence with our chopsticks. Look at that. There's Justin and there's Amber Brown. Then Mr. Cohen passes out the fortune cookies, and opening mine up, I read, "Experience is the best teacher." I hold the paper up and show it to Mr. Cohen. "I thought you were the best teacher. Who's Mr. Experience?" Mr. Cohen grins and then heads off to settle a fight between Jimmy and Bobby. Justin has put his fortune down on the desk in front of him. He stares at the blackboard. I pick it up. It says, "Soon you will be going on a new journey and beginning a new life." Oh, and that's true, huh? Because he's going to be moving. I put the fortune down. Suddenly, I don't feel very good. Suddenly, pieces of dry fortune cookie feel like they're choking me. I, Amber Brown, hope that the fortune cookies are wrong.